What's up guys, my name is Mama K and I'm going to teach you how to play Modern Warfare Zombies. This video is going to focus on how to complete the Act 2 missions. Now if you're just getting started to Modern Warfare Zombies or you still need help completing Act 1, I have an entire series dedicated for brand new Zombies players and you can find that in the description below. If you want to come watch me live, I stream every day on Twitch. My handle is Mama K TTV. Now let's get started. We're going to take a look at our mission. We're now on Act 2, the Mother of Invention. So I'm going to look ahead at my contracts. The first one we have is called Same Day Delivery. We need to complete a cargo delivery contract, destroy the enemy helicopter chasing the cargo delivery vehicle, and destroy the cargo delivery vehicle after contract completion. Now, we've already covered all the contracts. That was in another video that I did. So if you want to know my tips and tricks on each of the contracts, be sure to check that out as well. I'm going to go ahead and look ahead at the next mission. It looks like we have a safe cracker. We will need to complete a raid weapon stash contract, kill 30 zombies affected by the safe drill, do not allow the safe drill to pause, and then we're going to exfil with the cryo freeze formula. So because we have to exfil with that schematic, it looks like we're going to be able to get these two missions done in one game, and then we'll have to exfil. So let's get into it. All right, we're going to get started looking for our cargo contract. That's going to be the little stopwatch looking contract on the map. Gonna grab that right there. That usually sends it to a nearby garage. So as you get used to doing these missions, you're gonna kind of get used to going or knowing which spot it's going to go to. Hey guys, what are you doing? I've said this a few times in my videos, but I really do like the cargo contracts. They're really such an easy way to get started into the game. And so if you don't have a lot of gear or anything like that, this is great for just getting in and running quickly. Especially because you don't have to take out any zombies with this. All you have to do is worry about the heli. However, I did forget, I'm so sorry. I did forget that we do have to destroy the heli that is shooting at us for this mission. So I'm going to show you the easiest way to do that. So my biggest tip right there. So the heli doesn't spawn in until you leave the garage. So what I'm going to do is, now that the heli spawned in, I'm actually going to pull my vehicle back into the garage. The heli's not going to be able to shoot it inside. And now I can sit here and focus on it. We do need to take this Merc out. Where'd you go? So this is a super easy way to take the heli out. You don't have to worry about damaging your cargo, right? Because it's in the garage. He's trying to shoot at it, but it's not going to do anything to hurt it. We had a pack gun. This would probably go a little bit faster, but this is absolutely okay. We're just going to keep putting bullets in him. There we go. So we've now destroyed the enemy heli. Get back in our cargo. And the only damage that we took is what we took coming back in. So I mean, if I wanted to, I could sit here and heal the cargo contract. But we have to destroy this at the end, so that doesn't matter. So yeah, that's my tip for that. That's the easiest way to do it. All you have to do is leave the garage until you hear there's an audio cue that said, watch out, there's an enemy helicopter, you know, coming after you. So once you hear that, then you can turn around and go back into the garage, and then you can just focus on it. I know it's still early, so I have not come across a ray gun in my games, but if that's something you or your friend has, the ray gun is really good for taking out the enemy helis. That's about all it's good for. But if that's something that you also had, you could also do that. An LMG, I mean, it really doesn't matter. I didn't have any pack on my guns right there, and I was able to complete it. It just took me a little bit longer. So no worries there. All right, first mission is always going to give you a self-revive. Be sure to equip that. All right, and now I need to destroy this as I am getting shot. Are you tier 2? Yes, you are. Oh, I do have a... All right, we're gonna throw this there. We're gonna... I'm out. We're almost dead here. Just gonna keep shooting it. Vehicle's disabled. There we go. Awesome. And there's our free perk. Tombstone. All right, so next we have Safe Cracker. We need to complete a raid weapon stash, kill 30 zombies, do not allow the safe to pause, and exfil with cryo. So we're gonna take a look at the map and see where we can find when it looks like there's one right there. All right, let's grab a vehicle and go do the raid weapon stash. All right, first Safe Cracker, we need the raid weapon stash. So there we are. It's going to be the safe with the gun in the middle of it. Another self-revive. I always grab extra just in case, because you never know. That way, if I do happen to go down, or if someone else is down and I pick them up, I have an extra one that I can just give them. So I always grab those if I have the space. The raid weapon stashes are really easy to complete as well. They tend to go slow initially. Remember, when you're starting these contracts, you do need to drill the safe to get it started, and then we have to make sure that the safe doesn't pause. So I'm just gonna stay right here. You know, if I really wanted to, I could sit in this corner and watch the zombies. If you're wondering what gun I'm using, this is a Ram 7. The only attachment that I have on it is actually a optic. I love this gun. It's so good. And I have a blue tool on it. So I love that I can use this pretty easily without any attachments, and it still shreds. It's a great starter gun if you're looking for something to use. All right, we're just killing some zombies here. I like the raid weapon stash contract, but the only reason why I tend to not go for them is because they do take a long time. I can go knock out a bounty pretty quickly, or even like a cargo, and feel like I'm doing something a little more. That's why I don't typically run these. But if you're getting started, these are great contracts to do. 32. Check on my goal here. I need 2 more. All right, there's that one. Oh, camo. All right, it's gonna give us a reward rift, but also don't forget you can go inside the stash and see what goodies are in there. All right, it's gonna give me a jug can. I'm going to go ahead and stow that, and this is the cryo freeze formula. So a lot of times I get a lot of folks saying, hey, where can I get the cryo freeze schematic? And it is just this second mission here in Act 2. Now you can either play the game out or exfil, but since I cannot move forward with any more missions, I'm gonna go ahead and exfil, and we're gonna gear up for the next mission. The next act that we have is Ascension. Get it? Get it? So we're going to use the redeploy drone to free fall or parachute into a different zone. So these look like the little drones on the map. I'm here in tier 2, so I'm gonna go up. All right, I like to pull my parachute as soon as I get up into the top of the redeploy. We're just going to glide into tier 1 here. Those are a great way to travel around the map. Or if you see these little symbols, the ether tears, I call them ether portals. They're really good. They're really good to complete to use to travel as well. It's all right. Okay, the next we have to kill 20 mercs in merc camps and loot 3 of their caches. All right, so let's find the closest merc camp to us, and we're actually going to use that ether tier to go from one to the next. Looks like there is one over here, so let's go over there. All right, so here we are at our merc camp. My biggest piece of advice with this is really just to take your time.
We need to throw a wrench in that plan.
They can be pretty ruthless. If you guys ever played like DMZ, where DMZ had a ton of bots. These are not as lethal as DMZ, but they can still be kind of a pain if you're not paying attention to what's going on. All right, I'm gonna shoot that counter UAV. Give us a clear view here of what's going on. All right. All right, so that gave me the all clear. And then when you're looking for the card, it's always going to be right next to this computer. And then if you don't have a 2-plate, that's also another easy way to get a 2-plate if you need to re-gear or you're starting with a fresh operator. All right, we're flying into our next merc camp. Let's see. So we have to kill 8 out of 20 more. So then we'll go ahead and clear this one, and then we'll grab that card since we need the merc kills anyway. All right. My gun is packed in this one, but that doesn't matter. Ever since I've been playing, I have not been able to tell the difference between having a packed gun on the mercs and not. The only advantage I would say is that a packed gun, obviously it gives you more ammo. There was the sergeant. Okay, and then this one, the card is upstairs here. Oh, here's the computer. There we go. All right, we're gonna loot that. All right, so now we have our 20. We have our 20 mercs. We have the 2 out of 3 for looting the caches. So I'm gonna find my last one, and all I'm gonna do is go up and grab that card. All right, so now we're on our 3rd merc camp. And since we already have our 20, we are just going to run in here. And we're gonna be in and out before they even know what happened. We're gonna take out that guy. He looked at me weird. All right, there's the sergeant. There's... Whoa! There we go. My free perk! Tombstone, come on. What is with it? Okay, so that's a little more dangerous, but if you want to go in, you can just go in and grab it. You just got to be careful. Sometimes those mercs can be pretty deadly, but we were able to complete that. So let's see. Pack 1, Ram 7, green. Taking down tier 2 zombies. I love it. I love it. Okay. All right, so let's take a look. So now we are on Reaper. We have to collect 15 items from Harvester Orbs and destroy Harvester Orbs. So we're actually going to use the same vehicle that I just had. So my biggest tip for this is to use a vehicle and you're just going to drive around the map to look for these orbs. This challenge can be pretty annoying if folks can't find the orbs. So I'm going to drive around and see what we can find to see if I can show you a few spots or the spots that I at least check. So this first one here is located in this northwest corner. Let's go ahead and go up there. So when you get to the mission where you need to look for the harvester orbs, this is what you're looking for. It's the purple balls. So I recommend the purple orbs. I recommend that you get a vehicle and go around the map just to show you. This is one of the places that I check. We're in the northwest part of the map around C1. But what you're going to do is shoot it. This mission is the best way to show people that you do not have any hacks at all because it's going to move all over the place and you're just going to need to keep shooting it. I also have to collect 15 items. It does drop money. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to clear the circus behind me. There we go. And so I just got the message that the orb has been complete. That's one. It dropped me a tool, a plate, a Tempest turret battle rifle. Okay. All right. So that's the first one. Let's go see if we can find some more. So the orbs do spawn randomly. Right now we're in the D5 area outside the stadium and the little parking lot shops. So I do see an orb quite frequently at the stadium. It's all RNG on if they show up or not. So I'm just peeking around to see if they're going to be here. That's some money. I thought it was an orb. All right. And then we're going to go to my next corner. And that's why I say it's really easy just to get a vehicle and drive around. So you don't have to worry about running everywhere. This will save you a lot of time and make this mission go a lot faster. And honestly, if you do your lap around the map and you either found one or didn't find one, I mean, you could just go again. And they're gonna turn up eventually. That was okay. We're not Okay, now that we're finally here, this is C7. We're in the southwest corner of the map. I will see one a lot of times right here on this road. Obviously, there's not one right now, so we're going to keep on going forward. All right, here I have my second orb. We're in the southern part of Tier 1 at E8. So we're going to take this one down. You can play over there. Mommy's busy. Oh no. I don't know if I can. Oh. This is not. I'm out of ammo. Kevin, drop me some, please. Oh. If anyone wants to call streamer loot, that right there was streamer loot. Oh, wow. Thank you for some max info. What? Okay. All right, so we just completed our second one. Let's go find the third one. All right, and there's currently not an orb here, but this is another place that I like to check. We are in G8, so this is kind of outside one of the exfil spots down here. There can be an orb right here on the hill. Just wanted to show you guys that because that's where I will most frequently check. But let's go find our third one. All right, and then the last place that I like to look, because I see an orb right here. Oh, perfect. It is right there. Ah, how awesome. Okay, is H3. So we are just south of military right here. There's the exfil. I see one right here a lot. So at least I give you a few spots to show you where the orbs can be. It's really easy. If you just get on a vehicle, drive around the map, scan the horizon, and you'll finish this in no time. Oh, that is a good point, is the orbs can strike you with lightning. So that's what just happened. Hey, come here, buddy. Hey. All right, there we go. All set. For my next mission, I have Guardian Angel, which is heal operators 20 times with the healing aura field upgrade. So first things first, obviously, make sure you have the healing aura upgrade attached, right? It can be so frustrating if you're going into a match and you don't have the item that you need for your mission. Now, there's another orb right there. Now, one of the things for this is that they don't have to take damage. So when I first did this, I thought that people needed to take damage in order to do it, but they don't. They just have to be hit with your healing aura, and it could be people on another team. So I'm here in tier 3. I can see there's a cluster of people. So you know what? I'm actually gonna go ahead and hit that right there for him. So I was able to get 6 right there. Wow. So really simple. I would, if you have your squad mates, tell them to get into an area. But yeah, I think that's really easy. All you have to do is go towards people. I'm going to get out of here for a second, and we're gonna go refill my healing aura. All right, so now here we are. There's a cluster of people here, so I'm going to pop my healing aura. There we go. And I was just able to get 6 more.
The lads are reporting some strange activity in the garage. Seems the vehicles have, well...
So I need 8 more, so that's probably going to take me 2 more charges. I really like healing aura. If you didn't know, it allows you to pick up your teammates without you being nearby. But you do have to be within a decent proximity, right? Like if you're over here and your teammates over here, you're not going to be able to get them. But if they're close by, you can pick them up without having to be down and pick them up. It'll also work if there are randoms on the ground. As long as they're not full dead, you can pop your healing aura and that will pick them up. All right, we're pretty close to this guy, so we're gonna pop our last healing aura. And there we go. There's our perk. I do have zombies on my tail, so I'm gonna throw my decoy over there and I'm gonna just keep running this way. Look, except for the mimics. The mimics are still coming, but I cannot run them, so certainly not a problem. So we're going to go ahead and get out of tier 3 here. But just wanted to show you guys that it's okay. You don't have to be scared of tier 3. I promise you can do it. You can do it. Just believe in yourself. It helps if you have one gun and always have decoys. Decoys, decoys, decoys. The next mission that we're on for Act 2 is called Shocked. So we need 25 zombie stuns with the Deadwire ammo mod and 5 special zombie stuns with Deadwire. So I have that in my backpack, so we're going to go ahead and equip it. That's something that I had just picked up and saved from before. I'm at an Outlast. We're going to see what we can do in terms of progress here. But if you don't have the Deadwire ammo mod, I would highly recommend searching these Aether Nest or the Infested Stronghold. You can go check the caches there, and that will give you ammo mods. So if you don't have that, just be sure to hit up one of those. The Infested Stronghold is obviously going to give you, it's bigger, but it'll give you more caches to loot from. So what I'm gonna do here is just hip fire. I want to make sure, and I'm not pack-a-punch. I don't have a tool on my gun because I want to get as many bullets off on them as that I can. So it looks like we have 2. Another one. The reason why I chose an Outlast contract is because the zombies are going to continuously spawn. I do like going to escorts as well. Do need them to drop me some ammo though. There we go. But with the Outlast contract, if you want to keep it going, you can just come outside here, outside the area, and that will stop it. Okay, so we did that Outlast for about 4 minutes and we were able to get 11 out of 25. Now I'm going to go to an Outlast. I'm going to go to an exfil because that's going to give us both the regular zombies and the manglers that we, the elites, the manglers that we need to stun with dead wire. Okay, so now we're at exfil. I like exfil because it gives you a lot of different zombies that you can shoot at, as well as the elites over here. So let's try and get this mangler. That random was shooting at it, so I don't think that counted for me. No, I didn't get it off yet. All right, there's stun on the mangler. There we go. Okay, and we just need one more mangler. Woo! All right, let's see. Mangy boys, our last one. There we go. All right. So all in all, it took me about 15 minutes, I'd say. So not too bad. So the next mission that we're on is called More Firepower. We have to pack a punch a weapon to level 2, kill 75 zombies with that pack 2, and kill a special zombie with that pack 2. So as a reminder, if you're packing 2, you can only do that in tier 2. So right now I do have a pack 1 crystal in my bag, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that. And then I need 10,000 points to pack 2 in tier 2. And then if you wanted the pack 3, you'd have to go to tier 3. Okay, so now let's do a contract so we can... Hey, excuse me. We'll go to a contract so we can get our 75 kills. I would love to do this Outlast. Now, something else that I wanted to talk about while I'm on my way over here. So if you do not have guns in there and you find them in game, when you exfil with them, you will have them unlocked. So the only reason I'm bringing this up randomly right now is because while I was waiting, I was looting, I was looking for a few more points, and I found a crossbow. So this is one of the best guns in the game. This is what I use to solo everything, solo the harder stuff in the game. And I'm super pumped that I found this, because when I go to show you how to do some of the harder missions later on, this is what I'm going to use, is that crossbow. So I can't believe that I found it. All I have to do is exfil with it, and that's going to unlock it. Now, if you have friends, they can also drop it for you. If you join my Discord, discord.gg/mamak, we also have people that can drop it for you. Such a good gun to have. This is the MW2 crossbow. Or if you wanted to go on multiplayer, you could also do that. You need 50 long shots. So just as a heads up, if you're finding guns that you don't have unlocked that are good, all you have to do is exfil with them and it will unlock for you. That's one of the cool things that they brought over from DMZ, and I love that about this mode. All right, so we have our Pack 2 Ram 7. The only attachment that this has on it is an optic, and we have the blue rarity. So we're here in tier 2. It's just fine for this tier. I'm doing an outlast, but I'm not seeing any zombies. This is super weird. I hear a mangler. Oh, there's a dog. Oh, there you guys are. All right, and one of the things for our missions is we have to kill a special zombie. So that's going to be this mangler. Shredded. Now, to get the bigger mag on this, I have to do the armory unlock. I'll get the 50 round mag, and that's going to make this way, way better. Whoa. And he got me. But this is always why I have self-revive, so it's okay if you go down. No worries. I've got an extra one right there, so I'm not worried about it. All right, and now I just need to kill all these zombies here. So what I'm going to do is sit out and farm these until I get most of what I need. There's an insta-kill. Hey, there's a disciple. Hi, buddy. Bye-bye. Well, there's Speed Cola perk. Always something to keep in mind too, especially when you're killing like the manglers or the disciples, or even just the regular zombies. Sometimes they drop perks, so you can pick those up, and that way you don't have to buy them. The next mission we have is called Bounty Hunter, where we have to complete big bounty contracts. That just means the bounties for a mangler, disciple, and mimic. Now, since I'm already in tier 2, I'm gonna go ahead and stay in tier 2. And the reason why is because this is all RNG on which one you get. As a reminder, you can only get the disciple in tier 2. So we're just gonna go ahead and stay here and complete each of these. All right, here's my bounty. So I am blue pack 2. That is the second highest. No, second weakest, I guess. 2 out of 4. So it didn't do bad on the mangler. And if you needed an ammo mod to kill the mangler faster, the napalm ammo mod is going to be great for that. Okay, we're gonna go get into our vehicle and we're going to grab the next closest bounty.
Contract here.
It's our second. Let's see. Oh, we have a disciple, so that's really good. I feel like sometimes that can be the hardest one to get. It is all RNG on which one you get, but you do see manglers and mimics a lot. All right, let's see what little buddy is. And then I do have deadwire, the deadwire ammo mod on my gun. That is what the disciples are weak to. Now, the disciples do siphon your health, so you just need to break that connection. You can hide behind anything, a pole, a vehicle, and he's not going to be able to siphon you off. Or if you do enough damage, it'll stop it, but you definitely want to hide behind something to break that connection. Awesome. Perks, stow those. And then the last one that we need is a mimic.
Got a contract here.
And having a vehicle makes this super easy. There's the orb over there. And then for this mission, you do have to kill a bounty contract. So you can't just find one in the wild and it count. Okay, this is a disciple one. And so since we already have a disciple one, I'm actually going to go ahead and cancel that contract so I can try and find my mimic here. Hey, let's go. Oh, he's gonna be in the house behind us. That's right. So some of these contracts, like if you were to go grab that one again, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a mimic every single time. Unfortunately, it's just been so long since I've done some of these that I've forgotten where the ones in tier 1 and tier 2 are. So he should be up here. There he is. All right. Free perk. Deadshot. The next mission that we have is called Essence of Aether, where we need to collect 3 different ether essence samples. So these are going to be located in 3 different parts of the map. And all you need for this is a vehicle, and I'm going to show you exactly where you need to go. It doesn't matter what order that you start in. I just went to the closest one that I spawned in. So we are just southeast of Levin Resort, right here in tier 2. And you can see I've marked this big building. This is located in D3. So you see this building. So we're just going to run inside. And right there on the desk, gonna be your first one. Now we're gonna drive south to the next one. So the second ether container that you're going to find is located just here in tier 1. This is outside of where tier 1 and tier 2 meet, just west of Zaravan City. And you can see this building that I've marked right here in C6. It's the small one on the corner. It's this little hut. You're just gonna go inside and it's right there on the counter. Okay, so that's 2. So all we need is 1 more and we will be done with this mission. All right, and for the last ether essence container, we are going over to I6. This is the Hamza Bazaar. So right in the middle of these 2 buildings is this small building, and you're just going to head inside and it is right there on the counter. And that's all you need for this mission. Just remember, it doesn't matter what order you go in, you can get them in any order. The next mission that we have in Act 2 is called Heist. We need to complete an ether extractor contract and collect a filled essence container from the contract. So we're going to go on the map and find the contract that looks like the rocket. That is the ether extractor contract. Looks like that's gonna put us behind us. I think I've already mentioned this a few times before, but if you need a better breakdown of the contracts, I've done a video that goes over all the contracts and my tips for them. So be sure to check that out. It might make things a little bit easier for you. This ether extractor contract, it's not hard. The mercs are just obnoxious. So you can see there's the mercs that stand around the extractor. You've got zombies that come in, and then you've got the mercs that come in on that helo. So there's really almost always someone shooting at you. So you want to clear out that area before you attempt to even overload this ether extractor. If not, they're just going to keep shooting at you. You do take damage from that rocket, but it's not that serious. Okay, so now we're done with that, and we're gonna take out this next one. Okay. So now I have died. That's okay. So I definitely need to play it a little safer. Once again, I died last time I was showing you guys how to do the ether extractor too. The good news is this is my first contract of this game. So when I complete this, this is going to give me a self-revive. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly. We got this. We all right. Gonna take our time. Roll the marks out. There's a few more shooting at me. This one is timed, so I do have 45 seconds, but that's okay. Where are you? Thought I was getting shot from somewhere. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. There we go. Yep, someone's definitely still shooting me. We're gonna collect that. Let's equip. We're gonna equip that a self-revive, and then it's giving me the Deadshot daiquiri recipe. Can't remember if I have that one, so we're gonna go ahead and stow that. Anytime you get those schematics, if you're not sure if you have it or not, just take it and exfil with it. All right, and let's take that essence container. There we go. We're all set with the heist mission. Our next mission is called Mind Control. We need to turn 20 zombies with the Brain Rot ammo mod and allow 25 zombies to be turned by those zombies that we have turned. So we do need the Brain Rot ammo mod. You can get the Brain Rot ammo mod schematic from completing random tier 1 contracts. We don't have that yet. I don't have it in my inventory. So we're going to do either infested strongholds until we can get one, or Aether nests. Okay, and there we have our brain rot. Let's go ahead and stow that. Death perception, I already have that. Oh, looks kind of gross. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on my RAM, and then to actually get a lot of kills, I'm going to go back to an exfil. So those are just, oh, there's one brain rot. Go, little buddy. Goes. Probably gonna die before he gets another one. Okay, let's take a look at the map, and we're gonna go ahead and go down there and see what we can do. So now we're at exfil. We're going to call it in, and we're just going to try and hip fire so we can get our zombie to turn, because again, when you're using the ammo mods, it's all RNG. So you want it to proc, you want to have a gun that is not pack-a-punch, that's not strong. That way you can get those hits on them. Now, if you don't want to do an Outlast or an exfil, you can go do an Outlast contract. You can do the escort contracts. You can do raid weapon stash. I mean, you don't even have to do a contract. You can run around. But for me, I like getting the most zombies from here. I think it just makes it easier since they're coming to you. Now, I do have elemental pops, so that can also interfere. Like I just saw a shatter blast ammo kind of proc from that. So if you can avoid that, then that's probably best. I'm not too worried about it. There's nothing that I can do, because that was one of my random perks for completing my mission. So see, elemental pop just procced the cryo freeze right there. I'm just gonna keep shooting till we're done here. Over you, big boy. Ooh. Ooh. Mangler's mine. Let's go. Get him. Okay. Mangler, he can one-shot me, but not the zombies. I'm just kidding. They don't one-shot you. Now, the reason why I like this exfil is because it calls in manglers. And I'm having really good luck turning those manglers since they take more shots anyway. As I'm hip firing, it's putting more bullets on them and it's proccing that RNG for the brain rot. So that's definitely a strat to help out with this. Since this one can be time consuming. Perfect timing. So we were able to finish up our brain rot challenge. The game was almost over, so I'm actually, you want to go with me? We're gonna go ahead and exfil and check out our next challenge or mission. We're moving through Act 2 missions and we're now on Frostbite. We need to freeze 50 zombies with the Frost Blast field upgrade and freeze 5 mimics. So first things first, before you can even do this, you need to make sure you have the Frost Blast field upgrade. What I highly recommend for this mission is tier 2 infested strongholds. Now I'm inside tier 1. I'm just going to show you in case this is a little easier for you. I'm going to do both, but we're going to look for mimics inside the infested stronghold. So right now I'm gonna go in here and clear it. There should be at least 1 mimic here inside tier 1. It's not guaranteed. So right now we're just going to look for that here. Let's see if we can get him to spawn in. Just gonna shoot those. And this is why I recommend tier 2, because tier 2 is gonna have at least 2 mimics most of the time. Sometimes they happen to venture out, they'll run away, or someone else may have already killed them. Oh, okay. So there's our mimic, right? So what I want you to do, this part's a little tricky. We're gonna lure him into the stairwell and then set off our Frost Blast. That is the key to this mission. It will make it so easy. I don't think it will work if you try to do it on the bounties. So keep that in mind. You're going to want to come in. You're going to want to find the free roaming mimics. The best place to do that is to come and do the infested strongholds. And again, tier 2 is going to give you 2, but that was an example of how to do it in tier 1. So we're now outside a tier 2 infested stronghold. So this is hopefully going to give us 2 mimics. Now I can see the door is open. That could either be a zombie has walked through it, or it means someone else is in there. So my field upgrade is ready. So what I'm going to do is try and run through this building to see if I can find the mimics. Okay, now with all these doors open, that is not very promising to me. So I may only end up getting 1. Oh, see, so someone absolutely could have came in and literally did the same exact thing. Yeah, I think they came in and did the same exact thing. That is a complete bust. So if you see that, that's important to know. If people are working on their missions, they're gonna kill those mimics and get out. So let's try another one. All right, we're outside another one. The doors are, I can hear 1. So 1 is always going to be free roaming, and the other one is going to be, if there's a second one, usually they're going to be spawning in from an item. Hey, big boy. So this is the trick. Oh, there they both are. So what I'm gonna do is get them both in the stairwell. I'm gonna set that off, and there it got me my 2. So this can be extremely tricky. I went down. That's okay. I have a self-revive. That can be extremely tricky. But I love freezing them in the stairwell because I think it does a really good job about circulating the airflow. I have never had an issue trying to freeze these. I know so many people though have struggled. Like, let's say if I were to try and do it out here, they've struggled to get it. And so highly recommend to get them inside the stairs. It's just, it can be tricky to get both of them at the same time. But what I do, they were both kind of running. That second one didn't have to spawn in, but I mean, usually that's what I'll go do. I will wait for one. One will be spawned in, and then I will go find the other one, and then when they're both in there, then you can set that off in the stairwell. So right now I'm just gonna kill these zombies, and we'll get it charged and get our last one here. And as you're working on getting the zombie kills for Frost Blast, so what I like to do is train them here in a circle. Right, everybody's in a little group. I'm just running circles around them. This is also a great way to practice staying alive. I'm gonna get up nice, close, and personal and set that off. There we go. We've also got some progress while we're working on our mimics too, so that helps. All right, let's see if there is a mimic in here. Oh, my mask broke. Oh, oh, there's Buddy. All right, we want to get him in the stairwell. I know it makes things busy, but I think it's just easier. That air circulates. So I only needed one more there. So now my mimics are all done. Awesome. And I have 27 out of 50 on the zombies. Now you can either train zombies, you know, wherever you want. But if you haven't caught on to me and my playstyle yet, I love exfils. I think exfils are the easiest way to get those hordes of zombies. It's great for recharging the field upgrade. And then also having a group of zombies to train on. Now there is someone here, but that's okay. We can share with him here. So we will go ahead and do this and see if we can get these last ones knocked out. All right, our field upgrade is charged. Oh, we're gonna take out that mangler. All right, guys. So this is why I've got exfil, right? I didn't have to wander all over the place to get this group, right? I just came into the exfil, called in the heli, and they've spawned in. We did a little bit of training. I'm gonna throw a decoy. You don't have to do this. It's optional. But they're all going to that point. And then we're going to use the Frost Blast. So now we are 38 out of 50. And then again, the great thing about exfil is those zombies are coming in. So now I can work on recharging the Frost Blast. So we're already halfway there, which is super awesome. All right, let's do no decoys just in case if you don't have any. I'm just gonna run them in a circle. I just want some friends. What's up, guys? Oh, and there we go. We got the last of the 50. And if you want to be cool like the zombies and follow me, I would love it. I would love to earn your sub on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope these tips have helped. Looks like we are on our last regular mission, I believe, of Act 2 before we get into the story mission. So we have to complete a spore control contract. This is for Exterminator. We need to complete the contract in under 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And then we are going to obtain the rare Aether tool schematic and exfil. So let's go find that and get that knocked out. Okay, we're outside of our spore. It is the little egg on the map. Storm Ender, that is a no from me, dog. Now let's head over here. Remember, I always stow my decoys, that way you're not losing them, because once you pick up the inhibitors, it's going to drop whatever you had. And then what I like to do is just make my rounds. So I grabbed 6, I equipped 2, stowed the 4. This is another really, really easy contract if you're looking for something low-key to make money. I hear a dog behind me. Yeah, I do. Alright, so now that I have them all placed, the inhibitors can do their work, and then what I do is I just go back to the spores. Now, there was 2 more inside that box, so if you wanted to put more than 1 down on an egg, on the spore, you can. You don't have to. It's completely up to you. And then if you wanted to pick up this inhibitor again, you can pick those up, or if you throw it wrong, you can pick that up again. The only thing you can't pick up is if your teammate throws one. They would have to be the one to pick it up. All right, and there we have the rare Aether tool plans. That is the blue one. So good schematic to have. And now we have to exfil. We are almost done with Act 2. We're now on the story mission of Act 2. It's called Sheppard. We have to deploy to the neutralizer test site and successfully test the neutralizer. When you complete this, you'll get 5,000 XP, but also the Warmageddon vehicle skin, which I think is so sick in game. It's one of the coolest items that you can get for free for zombies. Now for this mission, I'm going to take in my Ram 7. If you guys want my loadout, I have the Cronin Headwind long barrel. I have the VT7 Spitfire suppressor, the Bruin heavy support grip, the 60 round drum, and the Dragon's Eye optic. That's the only one because I don't have the optic that I prefer. Normally I use the Cronin Mini Pro. I do need one more challenge to unlock that, or I need to get the Expedite 12 to level 7. So I'm just gonna wait for my daily challenges, and that's the cool thing about all of these. I was able to unlock them with daily challenges, so this is really easy. The Ram 7 is absolutely one of my go-to favorite guns. So what I'm going to do, my objective for this game as I gear up, I'm going to take in a purple tool. I'm going to take in a pack 1 crystal. It's just something that I found. I do have a pack 3 crystal here in my stash that I was given as a reward. I'm going to save that. I just don't need it right now. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to do contracts, and we're gonna take in a purple pack 2. I don't think that we need to be anything above that. So we're gonna go in, deploy to this neutralizer test site. It's gonna be tier 2 zombies, so I know if I'm pack 2 and purple rarity, I'm gonna be just fine against those zombies, and so that's not really anything I'm worried about. So I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna do some contracts, and then I will cover what I'm bringing in before we head into the mission. All right, before we go into our next mission, I am running around in tier 3, so I have a pack 2 purple gun. Not shooting any zombies. Let me throw a decoy. I did want to visit the Wonder Fizz machine because I do need jug and speed. Let's buy those. All right, so we bought those, and so I just want to show you guys again, you don't have to be afraid of tier 3. The reason why I came in here is because I bought a jug, so that is something that we need to take in. I can hear a dog behind me. I'm gonna pull out my gun, take those puppies out, and we're gonna keep on keeping on. But as we look, I'm heading to this side of the map. When you are on your act missions, they're gonna come in under these stars. So they're going to be in a different spot each game. You just have to look. So make sure you go to the right one. The Act 1 story mission was called Extraction. This one that we're doing is called Sheppard. So it's just right over here. As I die running through the Merc camp. Don't mind me, just watching. Excuse me, guys. Ow. Hello? Stop hurting me. Alright, so we're just gonna keep on running over here.
Marking HLZ.
Let me highlight that. And then unfortunately, those extracts are always going to be on the map. They spawn in at the beginning of the game. It takes like maybe 2 minutes for them to come in. So if you don't see them right away when you come in, that's okay. might be like a minute and a half. They will come in, they'll be in a different spot each time, but just hover over them and it will tell you exactly exactly the right one that you need. All right. So we're gonna call that in. Let me go over the stuff that I have in my bag. So I have my Ram 7 is packed to purple. I have decoys if I need it. I have a thermite. This is the speed cola recipe that I found while doing a contract. I found a random tool. I have 3 extra self revives. I don't think I need that many, but I'm going to take them in just in case. And then I'm actually going to unequip this one. And we're going to see if that will give me an extra one for free. When you go into the dark ethers, it does. So we'll see if it does on this story mission. If not, I'll just have to be sure to equip that. But yeah, I'm bringing in a sentry and a juggernaut kill streak. Those are going to be super helpful on this story mission. And then the precision airstrike is just something that I had in my bag. So we're not bringing it in. All right, here we go. Here is the Act 2 Sheppard mission. All right, so I'm checking my bag. It did give me the extra self. So if you want to extra self revive, if you have the space, all you got to do is take it off and it will give that to you. All right, so it's going to dump us out right here. And this is, it's tier 2. We're outside the resort, so we have to head up to the roof and destroy those SAM sites. So this is a lot of mercs at first, which the mercs are just annoying. I take this zipline up. I do have depth perception, so I can see kind of where all the little traps are, plates are, and then we're gonna take this next one up. And then when I get up here, there are a lot of mercs. So again, my tips with the mercs is just take your time. Oh, I'm getting shot from behind. I'm gonna plate up. We're just taking our time. You want to take out anyone that can shoot you. Okay. Got that placed. And what I do is usually I go around this backside. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do. That explosive has already destroyed that first one. Okay. Oh. We're just gonna come over here while we wait for that to go off. Awesome. So that's 2 out of 2. A bonus? All right, so now it's telling us to secure the neutralizer via airdrop. So you can see it has our yellow checkpoint. So we're going to parachute down over here. All right, I'm just gonna land right here. Whoa. All right, and now we have to clear the area. So once we got here, that objective updated. So all we're doing here is shooting these zombies. I'm gonna take out these mercs, even though they're a little preoccupied with the zombies. If you have to, like if you're struggling with this area, just keep it moving. Keep it moving. We got decoys if we need. Got a disciple. Money. Woo. Always gotta pick up that money. Right, if you're struggling, just put your gun away. Run around in a circle. This is not too overwhelming. You know, it makes me think of the quote, you know, be quick but don't hurry. You know, don't rush, okay? Just take your time and you'll be all right. So we're starting the ECV. This is not, you don't need this if you don't want it, but we're gonna put that sentry on there. That's just going to help clear a little bit of the zombies. So absolutely something that you can do. And we're just chilling on the escort. Mercs. Now this does bring in some manglers, so I think that one just hit me. So I am gonna take him down, so that's not something that we continue to have to deal with. Looks like there's a disciple over there, so we are getting manglers and disciples. So my gun is purple pack 2. If you wanted to have something better, you could absolutely do pack 3. That's going to do more damage on the zombies. If you want a legendary gun, if someone drops you a legendary tool, again, that's only going to help. It really doesn't matter. I wanted to bring this in and show you that it can be done. Purple pack 2. But it's just up to you. I mean, I had plenty of time. I could have run more contracts. I could have gotten pack 3. And to do that, you need to go into tier 3. Now, if you want a legendary gun, but you don't have a tool, what you could do is go into... you could hit the mystery box, and that could give you a gun. Or... I'm out of ammo. There's the ammo. I'm gonna throw a decoy, get them off that. Oh, there's some ammo right here. That'll get me to that cache. If you wanted a legendary gun but you don't have one, something else that you could do is, as you get later into the game, you can check those wall buys, the guns in tier 3. If you had the money for that, you can absolutely go and buy one, and then just pack that gun to bring in. It's completely up to you. You know, I think that was something, I think that's what I did when I did this mission for the first time. But honestly, I would just bring in whatever gun you're comfortable with. Usually I recommend something full auto, an AR, SMG. You know, I personally love right now, as we are in almost the middle of season 5, I think the crossbow, the MW2 crossbow, is one of the most OP guns in the game. So you could absolutely bring that in. The Reclaimer is a good gun right now, and again, I say this at this point in time. This is what's good. You never know, because they do nerf stuff all the time. But that's why I really like the Ram 7. I think it has been like far and far between. Like, it's been good this whole time. It's just a solid gun. All right, we are escorting this ACV. All right, let's activate the neutralizer. All right, and there's big boy. So we are going to throw in our jug. Oh, he's stuck. Oh, no, he's not. He's not stuck anymore. All right. And another thing, look, thermites. Thermites are great for megas. Oh, he's not a real mega. He's a tier 2 mega. But look how easy I'm going to take him out with this jug. This mission does not have to be scary. Stop touching my neutralizer. Get off. So if you wanted, you can have a stronger gun. You can bring in a jug. I was able to, I think, take out half of his health before I even got into the jug. All right, now we detonate it. Oh, look, Mega. There we go. Here's the cutscene.
As you can see, the test was a success. The Aether neutralizer destabilizes any Aetherium within its blast radius. What remains of the element rapidly decays into harmless isotopes. But that was raw, unprocessed Aetherium. The material in Zakhaev's vial is highly enriched. My projections show this weapons-grade Aetherium can withstand our prototype.
In other words, you failed. This was a waste of time and resources.
Not true. The principle has been proven. We just need to amplify the neutralizer and recalibrate its output.
And you can do that, can you?
Not quite. But Zakhaev obtained research written by the expert on Aetherium enrichment.
Strauss. Old mate of yours?
Friends are a luxury I can seldom afford.
Zakhaev stored Strauss's research in a vault. It'll be heavily guarded, but that research holds the key to upgrading the neutralizer.
We don't have time for this. Our focus should be Zakhaev himself.
And if we find him, then what? He unleashes his remaining vial and we have nothing to counter it.
Deadbolt might be able to hammer this thing hard enough to contain it. But if the objective is to end it, that neutralizes our best shot.
Fine. Get Strauss's data. See what Dr. Jansen can do with it.
Ava, what is wrong?
It's just a migraine. It'll pass. They always do.
All right, now we have the end of Act 2. Hopefully that guide helped you guys out. If you have any questions that I missed, be sure to let me know in the comments below. If you want to come watch my gameplay live, I stream every day on Twitch, Mama K TTV. If you need help getting any of your schematics or doing some of the harder stuff, join my Discord. It is 18 and older, but the link for that is discord.gg/MamaK. Hopefully I've earned your like and subscribe for this video. We're going to have the Act 3 missions coming up, as well as how to navigate the Dark Ethers and how to complete those as well. I hope this video helped. Let me know if you need anything. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck.